Bienvenido a Latinx Radio Stream, donde los latinos en todo el mundo celebramos la música, el emprendimiento, las historias de éxito y mucho más. Somos tu enlace con la cultura, inspiración y comunidad dentro y fuera de Estados Unidos. Este es tu espacio, Latinx Radio Stream, donde cada historia resuena y cada sueño encuentra eco. ¿Listo para escuchar?
In the heart of Sarasota County, the Chamber of Commerce brings us inspiring stories and events that highlight the success, innovation, and strength of our community. From entrepreneur tales to initiatives that bring us together, everything is here in La Voz de los Negocios de Sarasota. Join us on this journey of diversity and success, only on Latinx Radio Stream.
Hola, bienvenidos a Latinx Radio Stream. Me llamo Ashton Horiuchi, estoy aquí con Ashton Cruz. Hoy hablamos sobre mi compañía SousTech y cómo lo empecé.
Here's where everything started. Make it official for you guys. Put the chef coat on. And yeah, just real quickly, thought I could introduce you guys to Chef Mike, who is the owner here at Star Thai. Taught me everything I know about making sushi. So very grateful to him for that. Too kind. So yeah, Mike, you can just talk a little bit about how you got started here, where you're from. I think people would like to hear that.
Hi, my name is Chef Pike. First of all, I want to say thank you so much for being here today. Let's talk about this place. We are here in Venice, Florida. And, we've been here about 8 years now. Actually, yesterday was exactly 8 years. And originally, I'm from Thailand, moving down here since 2010. First, when I moved here was 13, and my first place in the United States is California. So that's where I learned everything from there. So back to Venice. This place has been open up about 8 years, and I'm trying to bring everything from where I'm from, just being from Los Angeles. Los Angeles, pretty big deal with sushi and Thai. And, since we are open, the year 2016, we won an award every year, which has been 1 to 8. And then actually we just got an award. Yeah, it was, arriving yesterday. So that's the proof. Okay? And I'm very excited about him because I was training him to become a sushi chef, and very proud of him for his new career and new journey.
Yeah, thank you, Mike.
All
Also,
right.
it's his birthday, so happy birthday.
Oh, thank you.
But yeah, just gonna show y'all where the magic happens, I suppose. So starting with some rice here. Most important part of clinical sushi is the rice. So do that. Might be a little rusty, but it's like bread and pudding. Alright, got it spread out. Do a little sesame seeds. Now, gotta make Astrid something good, so I think she's a salmon kind of gal.
Okay, Ashton, I'm excited to hear about your idea. So tell us about your business.
Absolutely. So basically, I was standing here and kind of just remember seeing how things have been done in kitchens the same way for decades. And I figured cooking is a very artistic thing, and I wanted to find a way to amplify that. And I was a double major in entrepreneurship and information systems while I was in college, and just from all the time I spent in kitchens, figured that all this technology that's out there just had to be a way to make things more efficient and consistent, but still allow chefs to be artistic in kitchens. And so the idea of SousTech is to take a human-centric approach for integrating robotics into kitchens. And so basically, we haven't launched yet officially, but we are working on a product that aims to do just that. We're going to help chefs focus on the dish presentation, tracking their inventory, for example, and just allowing them to focus on the overall dining experience.
So this company, so pretty much what you're doing is you're including artificial intelligence, which everybody's kind of curious and playing with it. So what was your first thoughts when you're like, what made you kind of be concrete about this idea working and making a big difference and like you said, a tradition of many decades?
Absolutely. So, yeah, as you know, and many people have been talking about it, artificial intelligence is a little controversial now, and people are a little concerned about maybe it might take jobs, make things a little more find jobs. And I wanted to show people that this is a way that artificial intelligence and robotics can be integrated to optimize the interaction between technology and human capability. And so that's pretty much what SousTech stands for. It's supposed to sound like sous chef. It's supposed to just enhance the quality, consistency of food and dishes, and just overall show people what's possible with the current state of technology and how we can use artificial intelligence integrated systems to enhance the way that we work and improve our quality of life. So
that means that this will be a tool, your product will be a tool that all kitchens will be able to use to kind of get the, I would say, boring part out of the picture and enjoy more the cooking?
Exactly, yeah. So we're not trying to replace anybody. We're trying to just, again, amplify the artistry that goes into it. And that goes beyond sushi. I mean, sushi is a very traditional kind of practice for food, but we want it to be anywhere. There's always going to be a place for the human touch in cooking, I believe, and I don't think that's ever going to go anywhere. And so we just want to be able to allow chefs to be more creative, have a better quality of life, and also for restaurants as well to have more efficient operations, increase the table turnover as well. And I believe there's a lot of area of the kitchen and overall restaurant impact.
So when you started this idea, because let's talk about parents, right? You're very young. You show our parents with these new careers that our children are getting. Sometimes we have a hard time understanding. So how was for you? How was the part with your family, your support? Who were your first supporters?
Well, I mentioned it a little earlier, but my professors were the first people that believed in me, as well as my first investor, Timmy. And yeah, I started this as a class project and came home that summer after graduating, and my parents were asking what my plan was going to be. And so I said, well, I'm starting this company. And my parents pretty much said, that's not a plan. And so it was a little discouraging to have my parents say that and not really believe in what I was trying to do, but I knew that I had people that did believe in me and that understood what my vision was and what I was trying to do. And so it kind of was a blessing in disguise. And first off, like, I understand that they weren't necessarily doubting me, but I think they just didn't want to see me fail necessarily, and I completely understand that from a parenting perspective. But yeah, it was a blessing in disguise because it kind of just made me realize that I needed to fully believe in this and fully believe in my ability to see this vision through. And I knew that I loved it enough to where I didn't want to give up, and I just wanted to keep on working on it, regardless of the money, fame, recognition, whatever it be. And here we are today. Got 5 employees, an investor, recently got a grant from the Sarasota Chamber of Commerce, so I'm really thankful for that. And obviously there's still a long way to go and a lot to do, but I love it just as much as I did when I was sitting in that classroom. And so definitely just thankful for where I am with it right now, and yeah, not close to giving up. So
Awesome.
I think my parents are coming around a little bit. They haven't said so, but I hope so.
I know they are, because your background is Mexican and Hawaiian, correct?
Yeah, Mexican, Japanese, essentially. My dad's from Hawaii, and so yeah, it's a bit of an interesting mix, but yeah, it's get a lot of good food, at least, as you could probably imagine. So, but yeah, I'm thankful to have those 2 cultures, and it's really interesting how the families come together sometimes. Like, my aunt's the one who taught me how to speak Spanish, and so she's always been there for me in that respect. She pretty much raised me as well, and so she's always been cooking menudo and enchiladas. It's been really cool having her around and being around that. And my dad loves cooking as well, so he's the one who kind of got me into Asian cuisine, and he's really good friends with Mike as well, and so that's how I got into this. And so yeah, just really thankful, and I'm glad that I can kind of represent both those cultures, because it's really, I'm very thankful to.
When is your product going to be available for people to start using it, testing it?
So we're hoping for the end of 2024, but as you probably know, in business, things always take a little longer than expected, but we've been making some good progress. I've been getting pretty lucky with funding, and so we're hoping for the end of 2024, if not 2025 at the latest. But we're all young, hardworking people, and we fully believe in this. Only one of us has a salary right now, so again, it's really not for the money for us. It's really just about innovating, showing people what's possible, and just hopefully benefiting humanity with technology.
That's awesome. Ashton, if I know many chefs and manager kitchens and restaurants are wondering how they can test this new tool that you're going to have available. Do you have that availability for people to test them?
Yes, we are actually currently exploring restaurants that are interested in pilot programs, so places that would like to implement this first to see how it may function in their kitchens. And again, we want to make it as universal as possible. And really, as long as it's a place where they're focused around human-centric kind of dishes and are focused on providing quality dining experience and foodification, then we definitely want to try and help out there. And so definitely are always talking to people within our target market, kind of in that mid to high end range of restaurants and high volume places as well. And yeah, so as soon as we get a working prototype, we would definitely like to have a pilot program and collaborate with ideally chains, because obviously restaurants are not laid out the same anywhere. And so it's difficult to have to configure it towards different restaurants, whereas with a chain, there is a little bit of uniformity to those. And ideally we'd be able to partner with a plate like that. And
Ashton, and what would be the message that you would give to those parents who maybe they don't understand those different kind of dreams, like not a regular thing, to be a doctor, to be an attorney? What would be your advice for those parents?
Well, first off, I understand, because I know it comes from a place of caring and just doing what's best for your kids. But also, it's a really different time, and things are always changing, and there are so many more new opportunities and ways to make a living now than there ever was before. I know that I couldn't have done what I'm doing now probably 20 years ago, and that's kind of the beauty of it. Some more information available to another person that thinks it's going to be possible for someone to play out of college. And you really never know what will happen, how big your dreams could be, and what will be. Because an individual is capable of doing a great thing, and you really just never know until you try. And it's you don't want to have any regrets looking back. You don't want to go the rest of your life wondering what could happen if you pursue a dream that can help a lot of people change life. And so, take a chance, believe, and if it's something that can help humanity, then go for it by all means.
That's awesome. I love that message, Ashton. So what are you making for us there? Tell us a little bit.
So I actually just finished up, and this is for you. Hopefully you like it.
Excited.
It's a little salmon. It's called well, there isn't really a name for this one here. I kind of just made this up. That's kind of my favorite thing to do here. But yeah, it's basically a salmon roll with some spicy mayo, some topiko, and scallions on it. And little signature move with the orange here. I hope that's a nice touch as well. But
Wow, that's
hope you
amazing.
enjoy.
So how long it took you to make that?
About 3 minutes, I want to say. It used to take me a minute, but I'm a little rusty. But yeah, it's crazy. They have like 20 different rolls here. You have to memorize all of them. Several ingredients here, and so again, hopefully that's something that I can help with someday. But yeah, it's really impressive what they do here. And so
It looks amazing, and I know it's gonna be delicious. But actually, I know that learning how to make sushi was not easy. I know doing this that you're doing your company, it's not easy. I wonder if there was at any point a moment where it was very difficult for you, where you felt like you've given up. Did it happen to you? What did you do to make sure you didn't give up, but instead move forward, push harder?
So the first 12 months was really hard. That was when it was just me out of college, not a lot of money, and it was only me working on it. And I'm also not an engineer either. So for me to come out of college saying I'm going to start a robotics company when I'm not an engineer, I can understand why my parents probably thought I was maybe a little delusional. But yeah, that first 12 months was definitely probably the hardest of my life. It was really difficult being 22. I was 21, 22, and I wanted to do 21, 22-year-old things. And, you know, I saw everyone else my age having fun and making friends, having good times, and I didn't really get to do a whole lot of that. I remember when I was probably between August to May, that first year of graduating, I maybe went out 3 to 4 times, and so that was really difficult, and it really tested me. But I never felt like giving up necessarily, because I never really felt like I reached a point where I was just really out of options. I always had something that I was working towards, I felt like, and it was really hard and definitely loneliest I've been, and you know, that's just kind of one of the realities of it. But I think it's been worth it so far. And yeah, I just remember I used to just be pacing my backyard at 4 a.m. in the morning, wondering how I'm gonna figure things out, what I'm doing, and there definitely were some doubts at times, but I would try to just remember that there were people that believed in me, and I had to remember what this could be and how big it could be, and I just found it in myself to really believe in that, and that's kind of what got me through, and eventually found other people that believed in the vision, and I'm only out now, thankfully. And so yeah, it's definitely been all worth it. Definitely not easy, but there will be some silver linings through the hard times.
I like that. I'm excited that somebody so young like you understand that. So I know for sure your parents are super proud of you, Ashton. Ashton, and if they ask what is your company right now, everything, or do you do something else? What do you do for fun? Tell us a little bit about Ashton, the person behind that business.
Yeah, so aside from SousTech, I work part-time at the Boys and Girls Club, and we do some really great stuff there. I run their entrepreneurship programs, and so the Pearl and Price Young Entrepreneurs program there is basically a business incubator for high schoolers, and I get to help a cohort each fall, spring, and summer start their own businesses, and they can be for-profits or non-profits, and I help them develop business plans, do their own market research, cost analysis, and we even have to have a pitch competition at the end where they get approved for startup funds to continue to develop their business. And I always tell them I'm a resource for life. I always help them build it out, and we also have other entrepreneurial programs, career programs, scholarship programs, community service. We have plenty of great opportunities that I feel like are a hidden gem for hiking. And so if anyone would like more information about that, bgcsdc.org. Would love to help you guys out. And if any of you are high schoolers want to start your own business or know someone that wants to start their own business, would love to help out and support you guys, because I started my idea from a class project, so I understand how daunting it may seem, but now's the time. And again, I said there's so many resources and information out there that make it possible, and I just would love to help out. And it's really great. And for fun, I do have some time for fun, believe it or not, but I like working on music. I produce and write music, and so that's kind of my outlet, keeps me sane a little bit. My brother as well, he's actually a rapper, and so we hope to make some more stuff together once he gets home from school. And yeah, it's definitely, I would say, good to have a little bit of balance there. It's a lot of people say that you should put all your energy and grind into this, but I think as an entrepreneur, it's good to have.
That's cool. Thank you so much, Ashton. I enjoyed it so much to learn about you, your business. I know it's going to be a complete success. We are going to be following up because we're going to support you and support people like you. Ashton, anything else that you would like to invite our audience to support you? Because I know that they are dying to see how they can help you succeed and be able to move forward this business as you always have done.
Obviously, it's really early right now, and so really just following us on social media would help us out, just helping us spread that awareness. And eventually we may have opportunities for crowdfunding, some type of investments in that capacity. So definitely maybe more ways to help us out there. Even if you are restaurants interested in trying out our concepts, we will be looking at pilot programs soon. So anything helps, really, just whether you're just spreading the word, sharing us with a friend, giving us a follow, anything is definitely appreciated and really helps us out.
Adiós y gracias a Latinx Radio Stream. Y ahora, la mejor parte de este programa.
Bienvenido a Latinx Radio Stream, donde los latinos en todo el mundo celebramos la música, el emprendimiento, las historias de éxito y mucho más. Somos tu enlace con la cultura, inspiración y comunidad dentro y fuera de Estados Unidos. Este es tu espacio, Latinx Radio Stream, donde cada historia resuena y cada sueño encuentra eco. ¿Listo para escuchar?